Yoon Suk-yeol. And in sports, Nigeria Football Federation unveils venues, dates for President's Cup round of 16 matches. And now the details. I am Mike James. Legacy Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sworn in Honorable Oladipupo Oluwaloni as the new chairman of Ayobo Ikpaja Local Council Development Area of the state. And this followed the demise of erstwhile chairman Mrs. Bola Tito Shobowale after a brief illness, according to the provisions of the law. Governor Sanwo-Olu pledged his administration's commitment to providing necessary support to all the local government and local council development areas of the state in building the collective vision for a greater Lagos. The governor, while urging the new chairman to make his government a people-oriented one and fast-track development to the LCDA in line with the Themes Plus developmental agenda, also enjoined all stakeholders, including residents, community, and party leaders, to support him to enhance good governance.
Local government administration is the closest tier of government to the people, the foundation upon which good governance is built. I therefore want to charge our new chairman to focus on initiatives that will enhance grassroots development, to improve service delivery, and uplift the standard of living of its residents. It is essential to work closely with various community stakeholders, traditional rulers, civil society groups, and of course, your political leaders to foster inclusive governance and sustainable progress.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a mixed emotion, commended the visionary leadership of the immediate past chairman of Ayobo Ikpaja, Bola Tito Shobowale, who he described as a woman of substance with unwavering commitment to the growth of the LCDA. While expressing his gratitude to Governor Sanwo-Olu for his appointment, the newly sworn-in chairman, Oladipupo Oluwaloni, eulogized his late boss and promised to continue with her developmental strides in health, education, security, and as well uphold good governance.
I accept this responsibility with utmost humility to resolve to work tirelessly for the people of Ayobo Ikpaja. I plead to consolidate on the past administration, the welfare of our people, and ensure delivery of peaceful, people-oriented program with the support of Mr. Governor and our great party.
Earlier, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Bolaji Roberts, presented the new chairman to Governor Sanwo-Olu in the presence of the Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, and other top dignitaries at the event. Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategic, Benga Motosho, has called on public affairs officers, POs, to elevate their roles within the state government by embracing proactiveness and actively seeking opportunities to add significant value. The Commissioner made the call during an interactive session held with PAOs in the various ministries, departments, and agencies of the state government, emphasizing the need for PAOs to move beyond reactive tasks. Omotosho stressed the importance of taking initiatives and proactively contributing to the government objectives. He specifically highlighted the crucial role of PAOs in boosting the visibility and engagement of government social media platforms through consistent and dynamic content. Omotosho explained the importance of proactive communication in showcasing the government achievement and initiatives, urging officers to leverage their roles in promoting the state developmental strides and responding appropriately to public concerns. Earlier, the Permanent Secretary, Olumide Shogunle, underscored the significance of the gathering as a platform to address the challenges faced by PAOs in their daily operations, and also encouraged the officers to hone their interpersonal skills to enhance their effectiveness in serving their principals and the wider governmental system. Lagos State Government is set to host an energy summit to chart a course forward for the energy sector, bringing together over 150 contributors and panelists. This, according to the Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Biodun Gule, will bring together stakeholders including local, international organizations, development partners, tech innovators for discussion interaction, knowledge sharing to enhance adoption of sustainable energy solutions towards powering the socio-economic growth of the state. Ogunleye hinted that the electricity bill recently signed by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will catapult the state into a viable destination for investment and improve its liability index with the right policy development, human and fiscal capacity, research, partnerships, monitor impact of local and global actions to ensure that outcomes are maximized.
We look forward to fostering collaborations among stakeholders. Now, moreover, we expect that the provisions of the electricity law will be further amplified, and energy policies, the Lagos State Energy Regulatory Commission, market and other related matters at this event will be further broken down to participants. And at the end of the day, our goal of generating more and distributing more effectively will be achieved.
200 participants will have the opportunity of touring the large expanse of land within the Dangote refinery in Ibeju-Lekki area of the state. Minister of Works David Umahi has assured Lagos residents of temporal restoration and opening of the Independence Bridge to motorists on Sunday for the next 2 weeks, after which settlement will be observed and permanent structures put in place. Umahi, who gave the assurance during an emergency visit to the site of the construction, noted that President Bola Tinubu had directed the need for urgent intervention in order to ease the pain of the masses. The minister, who frowned at the closure of the road without approval, warned controllers and engineers across the country to desist from such and get approval from the minister through the office of the permanent secretary.
Let me apologize to Lagosians and to Mr. President for all this closure, caused the entire Lagosians and of course the nation. What happened was that the sun was escaping, the road was sinking, and so each time it sank, people didn't know what the problem was until the road broke. And if we didn't intervene the time we intervened, even though we would have intervened differently, it's like a bridge caving in. So the method that I've agreed with contractor is going to be foolproof. First of all, we're going to fill the entire space with sharp sand, and then put stone base of up to 450 millimeter thick, and then we're going to open it for traffic for two weeks. And after 2 weeks, then we start doing decompile, but it's going to be in sections.
While expressing confidence in a contractor handling the project, the minister noted that the project redesign will be done day and night. He commended the Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for earlier intervention on traffic redirection from the Independence Bridge corridor. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has mapped out strategies to revitalize and enhance the production of cocoa in all areas of its value chain. Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Nura Rimi, stated this at a 2-day stakeholders capacity building and training in Akure, Ondo State. Rimi said the federal government took the step following a decline in the cocoa production in the country, a development he described as worrisome. He lamented that cocoa, which is one of the country's biggest exports, could not meet up with global competitiveness. Rimi, who was represented by the Assistant Director of the Commodities and Export Department, Johnson Akeredolu, said the training focused on global good agricultural practices and food safety for the cocoa value chain to ensure international market access for Nigerian cocoa and its derivatives. Wife of the President, Oluremi Tinubu, has flagged off the free medical outreach and launch of a health insurance scheme for vulnerable people in the Niger Delta region. At the ceremony held at Otuasega, Bayelsa, Mrs. Tinubu commended the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) for recognizing that health and education are vital pillars of development. She said all the initiatives are in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu, particularly the priority areas of education, health and social investment, which aims to build a healthier, more educated and empowered populace. Mrs. Tinubu, who urged the people to take full advantage of the various interventions of the NDDC, said with the quantum of projects being inaugurated, It is a testament that the government put right team in place to lead the NDDC. Some of the projects inaugurated by the wife of the president after the flag off of a free medical outreach by the commission include 11 ambulances and personal protective gears to selected hospitals in the region, launch of a health insurance scheme for rural dwellers in the zone, community secondary school, Utwasega, and distribution of textbooks, school benches and desks. And in some foreign news, South Korea's constitutional court has unanimously voted to uphold the impeachment of President Yoon Suk-yeol. There were tears of joy and sadness among pro-Yoon and anti-Yoon supporters who had taken to the streets ahead of the verdict. Police are on standby in case of any violent protest. In his first remarks after the verdict, Yoon says he is truly sorry for failing to live up to the people's expectations. Now that Yoon is impeached, a snap election must be held within 60 days. Yoon also faces a separate charge of insurrection, which will go on trial at a later date. And in sports news, the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has released the venues and dates of the round of 16 of the President Federation Cup. According to the NFF, all the matches will be played on Wednesday, April 16. The offline fixture of the round between Bendel Insurance and Rangers will hold at Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon, Lagos, while four-time champions Enyimba will lock horns with Abakaliki FC and Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, Enugu. Ikorodu City will be held up against Nigeria National League outfit Beyond Limits FA in a fixture at the Buhari Stadium in Abuja. The Prince Abubakar Audu University Stadium, Enyimba, will host all the Nigeria Premier Football League NPFL encounter between Nasarawa United and Bayelsa United. The ground will also host an encounter between Plateau United and Osun United Solution FC, and Kwara United will clash at Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, Benin City, while Warri Wolves and Wiki Tourist will do battle in Abuja. That was our news at 10. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961, and can also visit our website. It's www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supported 3,673 businesses with 1.156 billion naira and a plethora of interventions, including grants, mentorship, business advisory, and capacity buildings, as well as market access opportunities? Well, you can get details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sworn in Honorable Oladipupo Oluwaloni as the new chairman of Ayobo Ipaja Local Council Development Area of the state. The federal government said that it has mapped out strategies to revitalize and enhance the production of cocoa in all areas of its value chain. And we also told you that South Korea's Constitutional Court has unanimously voted to uphold the impeachment of President Yoon Suk-yeol. And in sports, the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has released the venues and dates of the round of 16 of the President Federation Cup. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafilashiri. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good morning to you.